complete. PDN implant reset to factory settings. Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
User death imminent. Proceed to adaptation. Your body can adapt as a gene donor found. You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sample. Adapting trimethylamine N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative. Scanning for necessary adaptation. Accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDS-B3. Between us, I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut.
does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon. You are not on Caesura, Pioneer. Chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water. From hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material. Friction. Inform your co-workers before moving their stash. Oxygen. Adaptations in this region, tracking abnormal viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution. Advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission. Contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome. Electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs. Oxygen. Available to TSF frontiersmen. Only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists or the Silt.
Simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
extracted caesurin proteins, found unknown alien tissue. Structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat. Batteries.
Doesn't have to be our enemy. Do you feel the call of the tree? Do you know the day of the Jubilee is coming?
Oxygen.
When we are released from our debts and allowed to live our lives, find us at Camp 1.
To use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity. Oxygen. Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drown, many of them more than once. This is my purpose, to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA. I'm monitoring noxiously elevated standing by to This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us.
Tactic Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Stranded on 4546B. Riley Robinson. Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs
I've located
and
the
treat
black
his
box of
corral infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life. Matching the organism from the sleep bay. Useful genetic material in its core as it matures, making it a perfect gene donor. Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
Tanks, my reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside. The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet. And we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it. power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes, but the added
Sync your life pod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission. In a shared membrane has no earthly analogue. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future. moving nearby. Oxygen. Oxygen. Seek fresh water intake. transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Structure partially disassembled.
Entering. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left Habitat in protest of my decision to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. They are going to move back to Camp 1 for now. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need to survive through the angel combs. I insisted on giving them physicals. They are lucid and rational. No worse off than the rest of us. I can't prove that they are living because of Macefield. I can't convince Anita that she is in the thrall of a virus that compels her to the tree like a rat whose parasites drive it into the cat's jaws. I asked Noah not to reset them when they die, but I suspect it will anyway. Everyone will blame me. Well, so be it. I must ask Nahima what will happen to the ecosystem if the Jubilee group eats everything. Damn! Zip is dead. Not just reprinted. Dead. We all saw how she suffered. The metal poisoning. Her hands trembled. Her gums turned blue. She was always cold. We thought her visits to the hot caves were therapeutic. Sophie let her get away with it. Everyone loves Zip. But one day she did not return. 2 days, 3. We could hear her black box crying her death down at the bottom of the cave. Why wouldn't Noah reprint her? On the 4th day, Sleep Bay 3 printed a new copy of Zipporah Mog. She was not our Zip. She remembered nothing since the day she boarded the cicada.
chap says Noah reset her to her last known good state. I am aghast. We are contracted to work off a debt to Altera, but any debt society needs the promise of a jubilee, the trumpet blast of freedom when all is forgiven. Old kings in Babylon declared jubilee when they took the throne lest the people rebel, but now our king can reset the calendar on the day before the jubilee. Naima is right. We are slaves. I must know what is down in that hot cave. I believe Noah fears it and killed Zek to hide it. I believe the Jubilee is out there somewhere in this ocean. A better way to survive.
Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded. Seek fresh water intake. Oxygen. Was broken by a survival multi-tool. Sabotage is a serious crime. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Altera Labs delayed critical Kara research by decades.